Living sent requires that we venture beyond the safety of our comfort zone. Don't put God in a box. He's God, and you're not.
Let's start that one over.
Yeah, sorry.
That's right.
At least it's early on, huh?
Absolutely. 3, 2, 1.
Living sent requires that we venture beyond the safety of our comfort zone. Don't put God in a box. I'm sorry, gosh.
You lost a little bit of punch.
I know.
And take 3, 2, 1.
Living sent requires that we venture beyond the safety of our comfort zone. Don't put God in a box. He's God, and you're not. Practice trust and dependence on God by regularly allowing God to stretch you. Take time to read Hebrews 11. And if you will, you'll find a hall of fame for those who've responded to God's call by saying yes. My guess is that they didn't have all the answers, but they excelled at faith. Here's a couple examples. By faith, Abel brought a more acceptable offering to God than Cain. By faith, Noah built a large boat to save his family from the flood. He obeyed God, who warned him about the things that had never happened before. By faith, Abraham obeyed when God called him to leave home, and without faith, it's impossible to please God. My experience tells me that following God will continually test me in any place that I'm unwilling to yield to Him. If there are places where I want to be in control, I find He regularly moves me out of my little box and helps me think like He thinks. Life on this earth is not about our comfort, and the sooner we realize that, the better. Are you allowing God to break your heart with the things that break His heart? Would you be open to the Holy Spirit's leading? I mean, sometimes I get it wrong, but don't be afraid to be wrong. The more you act on what you think God is saying, the better you'll become in hearing. And if you're faithful with what God trusts to you, He will give you more. Conversely, if you ignore God and tune Him out, you'll hear less and less. We don't always have the benefit of carefully contemplating every option life gives us. Opportunities sometimes appear where time is of the essence. And if you miss that moment, you don't always get a second chance. They disappear. And you are left asking the question, why doesn't God use me more? Exercise faith in Him today.